let's see. I think we're live here at Collectco, possibly. Let me see if I can get this thing flipped. I think I want this over there and that over here, maybe. Let me see. Yeah, I think I want that over there. How is it going? Or is that right? No, I think I do want the other thing over there. What's going on here? Technical difficulties here. All right, that might be right. Possibly. Actually, let me put this, yeah, let me flip it back to how I had it. I'm still getting used to this new setup that we have. But we're definitely live here at Collectco. I'm Paul. It's Sunday, June 8th. Got some records to sell. I think there's actually going to be quite a bit of like new vintage arrivals today from some stuff that John has marked. Actually, what's going on? Why is the chat not displaying on this side now? Maybe I do want the other one over there. I'm still trying to figure this out. Give me 1 second. Now this doesn't want to drag over. What is happening? If I minimize that and move it, there we go. That goes over there. This is going to go over here. Let's blow that up. All right. I don't know. There we go. Something like that, maybe. Good afternoon. I'm late. Borderline 5 o'clock Chad time, meaning like 5:30 or 5:45, but it's what, 5:20, 5:19? Not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna wait a little while and let some more people hop on here before I start showing stuff. Got a little bit of new vinyl, nothing that I've ordered. I wasn't able to put an order in this week, unfortunately, but let me see if I can blow that up a little bit. Can this get bigger? I don't want to mess with that. What's happening? What have I done? What have I done here? Okay. That should work. I'll just have to use my phone a little bit more, I think. There has to have been something set up differently the last time I did it, because I was able to kind of monitor the comments better on this monitor that we have over here the last time, but I guess this will do all right. Streamlab. Yeah, I don't know, man. Why is it not updating on there? Is that working? Can you see my hand? Is that coming through? Hey, all right. Well, ASMR, yeah, is my hand showing up on the camera, or is the screen frozen for everybody else? Please let me know. Can you see that? I'm waving my hand up and down. Anybody? Let's see. Yes, okay, cool. It's weird, on one of the monitors here, it's like the chat or the feed got kind of frozen or something, but on the other one, it is working, so I guess I'll blow that one up a little bit and use that as the reference. I'm not sure what's going on with this one over here. Oh well. That'll work. Still figuring this thing out. Let's see. I wonder if there's a way to... I don't know. Whatever. We're good. We'll figure it out. So you can see my hand. All right, good, good. Sunday. And good news. Well, mixed news, I guess. I found a bunch of psych records today in some of the collections that we picked up, but I stashed them away. They're not going to be shown tonight, but if you're a psych fan, there will be a Psychedelic Sunday in the semi-near future. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to be yet, but I did find a pretty decent little stash of some vintage psych records. So I think when I do the next one, that'll be the first Psychedelic Sunday of the year, pretty sure. Let's see, what poison idea you got around here? I have no idea, man. Also, you can see these are actually not available. I think Chad put these in a flip video this morning. None of them have been pulled or anything like that. Let's see. Just acquired 5 crates of heavy metal. Sweet. Is that Heavy Metal Magazine or Heavy Metal Records, Derek Clark? Either way, very cool. Any 13th floor elevators? No, I didn't find any 13th floor elevators, unfortunately. Nothing on the International Artist label either, I don't think, but what did I find? I found like a Holy Mackerel record. There was a Federal Duck. Man, there was something on the White Whale label. Also, there was one that I don't think I've ever seen. It wasn't JK. What was that album? Something about summer. It's not that one either. It's not the Turtles, of course, but another collectible psych record on that label. Man, I can't remember the name of it. I'd never seen it before, but I don't know. Yeah, I found like maybe 6 or 7 psych records. I did find one actually that I'm probably gonna end up buying and taking home for myself, but it's one that I've actually been looking for a long time, and I can never seem to find a clean copy. Yeah, I don't want to make anyone mad if I tell them what it was. I don't want to like brag or something. Let's see. All right. There's like nothing on here that's telling me how many people are watching either. So that's kind of tricky. What is happening? I don't know how to use anything anymore. I like the new setup, but I'm also trying to get used to it. It's definitely different. Let's see. What's up, Kevin? An agenda. Travis Wade. Agenda for tonight. No auctions, but I'm going to go through some new vinyl, like new, I don't know. It's new to me. Might not be new to you. I'm sure it's probably stuff you guys have seen. But we have a lot of new vinyl that we need to sell. And then I think there was like a massive backlog of like crates that John has marked over the last week or two that we have just not been able to show. Like we haven't had time to go through them because he prices so much so fast. So I grabbed 3 of those crates. So there's actually some new pre-owned arrivals for tonight's show. And then, yeah, a couple crates of new vinyl. I might see if I can find a good... Sorry, I'm messing with the mic. Might be able to find a good crate or two to do like buy now best offer on. With this dollar sale that we had, everything's... I don't want to say it's in disarray, but like I don't know where anything is anymore. Especially as far as the like half off stuff goes. But I think I can at least do buy now best offer crates out of here. Let's see, like this one looks like a pretty good candidate for what? Man, there's some good records in here. What? Very good records. All right. Well, yeah, that's I think this first crate that I just grabbed. Man, there's great stuff in here. Buy now best offer crate for sure. Yeah. That's a good one. All right. And that's the first cover. Sweet. All right. Let's see. Let me catch up on these comments real quick. Just make sure I don't miss anything else. Thanks for being patient with me. I'm just kind of, when we start the stream, it's not like everybody that's going to be watching gets on immediately. So I've got to give a little bit of time for people to log on and start watching and everything. But yeah, I don't know. Let's go through this crate of new vinyl real quick. And if there's anything in here you want, leave a comment. I'll grab it for you. This is the beginning of a brand new invoice cycle, of course. Let's see. What happens to the leftover dollar stuff? We usually either donate it or I think one of the times someone actually came and bought all of it, so, you know, sometimes we just sell it all and get it moved out of here, but we never throw them away or anything like that. But we have donated stuff. We've taken stuff to like little auction houses where they'll auction off like a box at a time and stuff like that, but yeah, we don't throw them away or anything like that. All right, let's see. This is Korn Untouchables. That's new and sealed, $33.99 for Korn. Foo Fighters Skin and Bones. That is new and sealed for $39.99. Then we've got Mastodon Crack the Sky. New and sealed, $33.99 for Mastodon. Puscifer V is for, you know, and that's on blue with black smoke vinyl. New and sealed for $39.99 on Puscifer. Maynard, more Maynard here. This is a Perfect Circle 13th Step. Puscifer, or a Perfect Circle, new and sealed, $39.99. $39.99. Korn Issues, that's a new sealed copy for $33.99. New and sealed, $33.99 on Korn Issues. And we've got Black Sabbath. That is Don Kirshner's Rock Concert 1975, new and sealed, $39.99. Cool. I don't know what this is. Recorded at Civic Center, Santa Monica, California, September 4th, 1975. Killing Yourself to Live, Hole in the Sky, Snowblind, War Pigs, and Paranoid. Cool. I don't know. $39.99 on that one. $39.99. And then another Black Sabbath. This is Paranoid in New Jersey, new and sealed for $44.99. What's on this? Killing Yourself to Live, Hole in the Sky, Snowblind, Symptom of the Universe, War Pigs, Megalomania, Sabracadabra, Sometimes I'm Happy, Supernaut, Iron Man, Black Sabbath, Spiral Architect, Children of the Grave, and Paranoid. Very cool. Very cool track list there. And then what else? Oh yeah, Foo Fighters. John 5, Sinner. That's new and sealed on yellow vinyl. $24.99 for John 5. $24.99. Beck, Sea Change, probably his most mature album. Very good record here. Beck, Sea Change. That's a new sealed copy for $39.99. $39.99 on Beck, Sea Change. Winger, self-titled on emerald green vinyl. That's new and sealed for $33.99. Winger, self-titled, green vinyl. Stone Temple Pilots number 4, that's a Rocktober exclusive on white with black splatter vinyl. New and sealed for $33.99. $33.99 on Stone Temple Pilots. And let's see, Kirshner, the Black Sabbath Kirshner concert. That was this one right here. That is sold to Fred Carnell, the first sale of the week. Thank you, Fred. That is sold to you. Sold to you. This is Echo and the Bunnymen. What are you going to do with your life? That is on turquoise blue vinyl, new and sealed for $38.99. Echo and the Bunnymen, $38.99. Porno for Pyros. This is Pyrotechnics. This is their latest and greatest Rocktober exclusive on multicolored vinyl. New and sealed, $33.99. Rocktober exclusive on that. What's up, Robert Vladerchik? Next, another Porno for Pyros there. And then we've got Neil Young, Freedom, new and sealed copy for $39.99. $39.99. Mastered. Cool. Sweet. Good record. It feels like it's on 2 LPs. I think the original's on 1 LP, isn't it? They must have spread it out because I feel like it's a pretty long record. Maybe it kind of helps it breathe a little bit more, get more dynamics out of it, spreading it over 2 LPs instead of just putting it all on 1. Next, what is this? This is Alcest Essai de Lune, something like that. That's on the Prophecy label from 2017. I don't know if this is even supposed to be in a new bin, but that is $29.99, $29.99 on that. Black Label Society Unblackened, that is on clear vinyl 3 LP set. That's new and sealed for $44.99. $44.99 on Black Label Society. And then Bauhaus. This is Bauhaus Mask. Yeah, new and sealed copy of Bauhaus, $34.99. $34.99 on Bauhaus. And the last 2 in here are Acoustic Sound Series audiophile pressing of A Love Supreme by John Coltrane for just $38.99. These acoustic sound series records sound incredible. That is $38.99. It's in stereo, and yeah, cool. Love Supreme, Essential. That is $38.99. $38.99 on John Coltrane. Let me see. I'm trying to set the camera up a little bit different, but I feel like it's just going to be in the way of the crate. But if you guys want anything out of that crate, just let me know. Yeah, Sundays, yeah, when I'm doing the sales, it's definitely a different vibe, I guess. I'm a lot, I don't know, maybe slower. I don't know if lethargic's the word, but yeah, it's Sunday. It's time to chill, buy some records, kick back, relax, and sell some records. Yeah, good stuff. Let's see. This is yeah, like I was saying, we have a backlog of John crates, some new pre-owned arrivals of some John stuff. So these are going to be priced as marked. I think these are all non-check condition, so they're all going to be EX or better. They're all going to be nice condition, and they are priced as marked. I need some blue juice. Well, you know what? This is me on about, what, 80% blue juice. I don't know how to explain it. Today's been a busy day. Also, I don't even know where the mute button is anymore. Is this it? I don't know if I muted that or not. I hope I did. I just took a sip of some blue juice. Let's see. Is it okay just to comment? Sure. Especially if you're claiming records, buying stuff. Let's see. Let's get in here. We've got Willie Nelson, Greatest Hits, 2 Greatest Hits collections on one album. Willie Nelson is $24.99. No condition notes on that. And then we've got Elvis Sings Hits from His Movies, Volume 1. No condition notes, $9.99 on Elvis. $9.99. Just a chill dude. Yeah, I guess that explains it. Boz Scaggs, Down 2, Then Left. Boz Scaggs is $19.99. Prism is self-titled and almost slipped out of my hands, but it's $14.99 for Prism. Prism, $14.99. Billy Ocean, Suddenly. Billy Ocean is $9.99. Funny Face, that's the original soundtrack recording of Funny Face. No condition notes on that either. $19.99. REO Speedwagon, Good Trouble, $19.99. I'm pretty chill, but sometimes when I do these, I do kind of get in a groove and I get a little bit more energetic. I think sometimes it just takes me a minute to kind of, you know, get in the zone here. But we've got Deodato, First Cuckoo. Deodato is $19.99. The Very Best of George Jones is $9.99. And then Chet Atkins, My Favorite Guitars. Chet Atkins is $9.99. Hawaii Five-0 by The Ventures. The Ventures Hawaii Five-0 is $14.99. This is Anna Maria Alberghetti. Almost like spaghetti, but songs by Anna Maria Alberghetti is $19.99. No condition notes on that. No condition notes. And then The Doors. The Doors, Absolutely Live. That's a 2LP live show. $39.99. $39.99. I think they do Glory on this one, right? Or am I? No, that's the other live record. This is great, though. I love When the Music's Over. Probably, I don't know if it's my favorite Doors song, but I do love that track. That is $39.99 for The Doors, Absolutely Live. Reba. Rumor has it. Reba, Gold Stand promo, $14.99. Junior Parker, Honey Drippin' Blues. No condition notes, $34.99 on Junior Parker. Little blues in here. Dr. Ebo. It's going to get George. What's that for the George Jones? Yep. George Jones is sold to Dr. Ebo over on YouTube. Potato Head. Is there a Potato Head reference I'm missing here? Was that for Funny Face? Because Potato Head is kind of a funny face. Next is Ramblin' Jack Elliott, Bill Durham Sax and Railroad Tracks. Ramblin' Jack Elliott is $19.99. This is Camel. some kind of picture disc live at BBC in London, 1977. Cool. The whole side too is the Snow Goose. Then you got Lunar Sea, Never Let Go. Some really good Dutch prog here. It's a Russian import on orange vinyl, 1999 for Camel. Yeah, this is a sticker price crate. Everything's price is marked. This is like a new vintage or pre-owned crate from John. Let's see, was that an original? Yeah, the Reba is original Vicky. No condition notes either. $14.99 on Reba. Rumor has it $14.99. And then Bill Evans. Well, jazz in here. Bill Evans, Eloquence. Bill Evans is $29.99. This is the Claire Fisher Big Band Thesaurus. $9.99 for the Claire Fisher Big Band Thesaurus. Vicky is going to take the Reba. Reba is sold to Vicky Yoshikawa. Someone should grab that Camel for sure. I'll take the Prism. Tyler Uribe wants the Prism. That was back here. That is sold to Tyler Uribe. Thank you, Tyler. That's sold to you. Then we've got Goose Creek Symphony. Do Your Thing, but Don't Touch Mine. Do Your Thing, but Don't Touch Mine is a white label promo. $19.99 on Goose Creek Symphony. White label promo on the Columbia label. Super clean copy, too. $19.99 on Goose Creek Symphony. Good Rats. Great American Music. Good Rats is $19.99. This is the Marquis and Booker T and the MGs back to back. It's like a split on Stax. $24.99 on that. Rhinoceros. Satin Chickens. That is a 1969 Terre Haute pressing. No condition notes on the vinyl. It does have some storage wear and shelf wear on the jacket. $29.99 on Rhinoceros. This is Solomon Burke, If You Need Me. Solomon Burke is, wow, $79.99. It's a 1963 mono white label promo. Solomon Burke, really good stuff there too. Sweet. Man, that's a really nice copy. White label promo on the Atlantic label too. You don't see that too often. It does have a little bit of wear on the back here, but that is $79.99 on Solomon Burke, If You Need Me. Rhino is Psych. Yes, that is a Psych record for sure. The James Brown Story, Ain't That a Groove, from 1966 to 69. James Brown is $29.99. $29.99. Willie Nelson, A Horse Called Music. That's a Willie that does not show up as often. That's $29.99 on Willie Nelson. Here's Elvis. That's The Way It Is. Elvis Presley is $19.99 in Shrink. Shrink. Rhino is going to be sold to Vicky Yoshikawa. Thank you, Vicky. Rhinoceros is sold to you. Thank you very much. Possible to move the camera bed. The restream is cutting off the record covers. Let's see. Yeah, maybe... Would that be a little bit better? Is that better there? Maybe you can see a little bit more. The Osmonds. Brainstorm, $9.99. Whew, Atomic Rooster. Here's a good one, $29.99. John Cann, heavy, borderline, you know, maybe proto-metal almost here. Really heavy, early 70s rock, $29.99. $29.99 on Atomic Rooster. Paul Desmond. Bossa Antigua featuring Jim Hall. Paul Desmond is in Shrink from 1965, and this is $74.99. $74.99 on Paul Desmond Bossa Antigua on the RCA label. Let's see. Robin Glenn on the Osmonds. Osmonds right here. That is sold to Robin Glenn. Thank you, Robin. That is sold. Yeah, that Atomic Rooster record. Also, Hiram Aponte. If you like Atomic Rooster, the lead guitar player in that band, John Cann, was in a band before that called Andromeda. And if you have not heard that album, you need to give it a listen for sure. That is proto-metal. It came out the same year that Led Zeppelin's first two records came out. It came out a year before Black Sabbath's first record. It's heavy. So Andromeda, give it a listen. That is my recommendation to you and any other metal fans who like listening to that, you know, some old proto-metal kind of stuff. Big Bill Brunzi and Washboard Sam. That is $19.99 on the original Chessmaster series there. And then we've got Freddie Scott, I Shall Be Released. Freddie Scott is $29.99. That's from 1970. Freddie Scott, I Shall Be Released on the ABC Probe label. ABC Probe label. I miss anything else? Nope. Next in the crate, Jimmy Reed now appearing. Jimmy Reed is $24.99. Andromeda, yeah. And there's a R after that first D. Curious Potato. ANDROMEDA. Andromeda. It's got a really cool it's got like a sun, but it's all what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Geometric pattern. It's very psychedelic looking. It's kind of psychedelic too. It's a sweet album. One says Black Sabbath was the first true metal band. I don't know. They might have been. I think there are some albums that came out like right before Black Sabbath that are actually heavier than the first Black Sabbath record for sure. Like that Andromeda record. There's also a record called Sea Shanties by a band called High Tide. That is a really, really heavy record. Sea Shanties by High Tide. Killer. Really, really good. Very metalish. Punishingly loud. Killer guitars. There's a violin on it, but it works beautifully. It's actually man, what's that guy's name that was in Hawkwind? Simon something. I can't remember his last name, but he was in High Tide. It's killer. Check it out. Jonathan Round. That's the die cut cover on Westbound Records. $34.99. $34.99 on Jonathan Round. Blue Cheer, yeah, Blue Cheer's definitely heavy too. Blue Cheer, good stuff. SP. Curious Potato, what was SP? Let's see. This is Don Nix. Don Nix, Hobos, Heroes, and Street Corner Clowns. Don Nix is $19.99. And this is a 1973 Sonic press. Very cool. Just looking at who all is on here. A lot of thanks on here. Recorded at Muscle Shoals. Don Nix. Let's see. Simon House. Thank you, Robert. I couldn't remember his last name for a second, but yeah, Simon House is on that High Tide record. Tucky Buzzard. All Right on the Night. Tucky Buzzard is $19.99. The Best of Clarence Carter. Great stuff here. $24.99. Kicks off with my favorite track of his, Slip Away. Spelling for Andromeda. You got it right. You got it right that time. ANDROMEDA. And last time I checked, that was on like Spotify and stuff. If it's not, I'm sure it's on YouTube or something. There's a way to listen to it for sure. Richard Thompson, Strict Tempo. Richard Thompson from Fairport Convention. This is $19.99. It's got Dave Maddox too from Fairport Convention as well. On drums. Cool. Who else is on here? I don't know. $19.99 for Richard Thompson. $19.99 on that. Elton John, 11/17/70. Elton John is $19.99. No condition notes on anything in this crate. We've got the Memphis Horns, High on Music. The Memphis Horns is $19.99. This is The Blues in Memphis, 1927 to 1939. All the uptown and down home music of the Gateway to the Delta. That is $39.99 from 1969. That Andromeda record, you're not going to find an original unless you buy it online, basically, but it has been reissued. The originals, like near mint or even VG Plus copies, go for at least $600 up into the thousands. It's a very rare record. Very rare, expensive. Al Green, Truth and Time. Al Green, it's $24.99. I do have one, but it's rough, but it plays well enough. Beale Street, Mess Around, recorded by George Mitchell. George Mitchell, Beale Street, Mess Around is $39.99. $39.99 on that. And then this is William Bell, Bound to Happen. William Bell, Bound to Happen is $69.99. It's a promo from 1969. William Bell. Promo copy. Let's see. Yeah, it says promotional copy on the label. Not a white label, but it is indicated as a promo copy and it has a demonstration not for sale stamp on the back as well. And then we've got Sweat Hog. Sweat Hog is $24.99. $24.99 on Sweat Hog. And Billie Holiday, the original recordings, Billie Holiday is $29.99, and it has a single with it as well. I'm assuming that was supposed to go with this record. I'm not sure, but there it is. It's with it. $29.99 on Billie Holiday. Johnny Cash's Greatest Hits, Volume 1, $24.99. And then Robert Palmer, Riptide in the Shrink. Robert Palmer's $19.99 as well. This is Willie Nelson Without a Song. Willie Nelson Without a Song is $14.99. $14.99 on Willie Nelson. Let's see. Next. John Mayall. This is John Mayall with Eric Clapton, Otis Spann, Peter Green, Steve Anglo, and champion Jack Dupree. Raw Blues. John Mayall is $26.99. $26.99. Ricky Skaggs, Country Boy. Ricky Skaggs is $9.99. Elvis, Worldwide Gold Awards Hits Parts 1 and 2. Elvis Presley, $29.99. 2 LP set on Elvis there. Yeah, Richard Thompson is a fantastic guitar player. Bird on 52nd Street. Is that Charlie Parker? Yeah, Charlie Parker, Bird on 52nd Street. That is $19.99 for Charlie Parker. Billy Humphrey is going to pick up the Johnny Cash. That's right here. Johnny Cash is sold to Billy Humphrey. Thank you, Billy. That's sold to you. Next, the Paupers. The Paupers, Ellis Island. There's a little bit of pop psych there in shrink wrap too. $29.99. $29.99 on the Paupers. It's on the original Verve Forecast label there. Nice looking copy too. $29.99 on the Paupers. This is the Mariachi Brass featuring Chet Baker. Double shot. The Mariachi Brass is $19.99 with Chet Baker. Donnie and Marie Osmond. I'm leaving it all up to you. Donnie and Marie Osmond is $9.99. Linda Ronstadt. Linda Ronstadt, Hasten Down the Wind. Linda Ronstadt is also $9.99. Let's see, Tyler Uribe on the Paupers. Let's grab that one. The Paupers sold to Tyler Uribe. Thank you, Tyler. That's sold to you. Willie and Family Live. Willie and Family Live is $24.99. And then Curtis Blow includes the hit single The Breaks. You know it. You know the song. It's a 1980 German import. $29.99. Very cool. Early hip-hop type stuff here. Curtis Blow. German import, $29.99. I just have to take a look at it. Very cool. $29.99 on Curtis Blow. Let's get that back in there. And we'll recap this crate very quickly. A lot of records left in there. All right. Let's read through this crate very quickly. One more time, I'm just going to read the artists and titles. If you need the price on anything or want to claim anything, just let me know. We've got Willie Nelson's Greatest Hits. Elvis sings hits from his movies, Volume 1. Boz Scaggs, Down 2, Then Left. Billy Ocean, Suddenly. Billy Ocean. Funny Face, soundtrack on Verve. REO Speedwagon, Good Trouble. REO Speedwagon. Deodato, First Cuckoo. Chet Atkins, My Favorite Guitars. Chet Atkins. Hawaii Five-0, that is by The Ventures. The Ventures, these records are usually in terrible shape, but this is not bad at all. It's a nice copy. The Ventures, $14.99. Let's see, Anna Maria Alberghetti, still available. Anna Maria Alberghetti. These by now. No, these are new arrivals. These are all sticker price. And we've got The Doors, Absolutely Live, still available. Junior Parker, Honey Drippin' Blues, still available as well. Ramblin' Jack Elliott is still available. Bill Evans, Eloquence. What was behind that? It got stuck. Oh yeah, the Camel record. Someone needs to pick that up if you like prog and psych and stuff. Mostly prog, but yeah, should definitely check that out. Would we be able to get vinyl from Rockadrome Records? They usually reach many late 60s, 70s hard psych bands. Looking to buy Excalibur. I need to look at that or look into that. A lot of their stuff goes out of print. A lot of their stuff goes out of print pretty quickly. And I don't know if you can buy straight from them, like as far as like wholesale goes. I know they have like a website to buy through, but I need to check into that. There's another label. I don't even know if Rockadelic is still going or not, but they used to put out really cool stuff too. Rockadelic label. Let me write down Rockadrome. Rockadrome. I am going to write that down because I would be very curious to see if we can get anything from them, because they do have a good catalog for sure. All right, let's see. REO info, Brad Waits, REO Speedwagon. No condition notes on it. REO Speedwagon, good trouble. It's $19.99. No condition notes on the vinyl. It's got the original inner sleeve with it as well. It's on that custom Epic label. Yeah, $19.99. No condition notes on that if you want. Let's see. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything else. Rob Fordham on Camel. Very nice. That is sold. That is sold to Rob Fordham. And Brad Waits is going to pick up the REO Speedwagon. That is sold. Yeah, I'll check that out, Hiram, for sure. I'll definitely look into that. I've got it written down. Let's see. Donnie Marie. That was down here somewhere. Yeah, Donnie Marie Osmond. That is sold to Robin Glenn. Thank you very much. That's sold to you. No one on Bill Evans. Shocking. Great jazz pianist there. Who else is on here? Does it mention it? Eddie Gomez. It's pretty minimal. Cool. $29.99. Then we've got the Claire Fisher Big Band Thesaurus still available. Goose Creek Symphony. That was a white label promo. Good Rats. Great American music. And then back to back, that's the Marquis and Booker T and the MGs. Let's see, what else on here? Green Onions, Red Beans and Rice, Tic Tac Toe, Hip Hugger, and Philly Dog. Great track list there from Booker T and the MGs. This is a white label promo of Solomon Burke, If You Need Me. It's a mono white label promo from 1963. That was $79.99, but very cool. Let's see. Carol, oh yeah. I actually talked to them earlier today. I appreciate it. I think last night, that gentleman's daughter reached out to us, sent us a message, and I think there were like maybe 4 or 5 different customers that sent us messages last night. You're like, get in touch with these guys. So I did actually talk to them on the phone earlier today. We will see what happens. Let's see. Linda Ronstadt for Melanie Jennings. Sorry, I saw the hasten down the wind. It just went over my head. Sorry about that, Melanie. That is sold to you. Linda Ronstadt is sold to Melanie Jennings. Next in the crate is the James Brown Story, Ain't That a Groove, 1966 to 1969. When did this come out? 80s? Yeah, 1984. Cool. James Brown. And then Willie Nelson, A Horse Called Music. Tougher Willie record to come by there. Elvis, that's The Way It Is in shrink wrap. Atomic Rooster is still available, surprisingly, very surprisingly. Paul Desmond featuring Jim Hall. This is Bossa Antigua. It's in shrink. It's from 1965 and it is $74.99. It is a stereo copy. Man, that's a very clean looking copy there. That is still available. Big Bill Brunzi and Washboard Sam still available as well. And then Freddie Scott, I Shall Be Released on the ABC Probe label, $29.99 on that. Jimmy Reed, Now Appearing, still available. And then this Jonathan Round. This is like, from what I remember, this is kind of folk, like psychedelic folk kind of stuff. Maybe a little bit of rock in there as well. It's been a while since I've listened to it, but I remember it being pretty good. It's kind of cool that it has that like die-cut jacket as well. Roger Ramjet on Paul Desmond. Sweet. It's a really nice copy there. That is sold to Roger Ramjet. Thank you. That is sold to you. Let's see. Got any Mild David? Mild David? No. I haven't seen any Mild David in these crates. Not today, Gregory. Don Nix, Hobos, Heroes, and Street Corner Clowns, still available. And then Tucky Buzzard, All Right, On the Night. Derek Clark gave that record his blessing. That is still available. And then the best of Clarence Carter. Great stuff here. Kicks off with Slip Away. a favorite song of his. That is still available. Richard Thompson's still available too. This is Richard Thompson, Strict Tempo, if you like. I mean, he was in Fairport Convention. A lot of his solo stuff, it kind of fits in more with like Americana kind of. But man, what a guitar player. He plays Americana Fest about every year. But Richard Thompson, his solo stuff's really cool. Very cool. Elton John, 1770, November 17th, 1970. The Memphis Horns, High on Music is still available. And then the Blues in Memphis, 1927 to 1939. It's a 2LP comp. Al Green, Truth and Time, that is still available. Al Green, very cool, $24.99 on Al Green. And this is Beale Street Mess Around by George Mitchell. George Mitchell, Beale Street Mess Around, still available. This is William Bell, Bound to Happen. William Bell is also a promo. This is a promo copy of William Bell from 1969. 1969. It's also $69.99. But William Bell promo copy. Sweat Hog, still available. Billie Holiday, the original recordings with the 7-inch single as well, $29.99 on Billie Holiday. Then Robert Palmer, Riptide, Robert Palmer. Willie Nelson, Without a Song, in Shrink, still available. And John Mayall, Raw Blues. John Mayall, Raw Blues. Just curious what's on here. There's one song I was kind of looking forward to see if it was on there. Not seen it, but still. John Mayall. Ricky Skaggs, Country Boys, still available. Elvis, Worldwide Gold Award Hits Parts 1 and 2. That's a 2-record set of Elvis. Bird on 52nd Street. That is Charlie Parker. And then the Mariachi Brass featuring Chet Baker. Double Shot. That is still available as well. Let's see. Ocean. Brad Waits. Billy Ocean, I think, was back here. Let's see. Billy Ocean. Yeah. Billy Ocean suddenly is $9.99. That would make Curious Potato very happy if you bought that. $9.99. No condition notes on that, Brad, if you want that. Ricky Skaggs was right here. Ricky Skaggs is sold to Melissa Bailey. Thank you, Melissa. That's sold to you. Just a few records left in this crate, and then I'm going to put up another one. This is Willie and Family Live. Willie Nelson is $24.99. 2 LPs live. Curtis Blow. Surprised no one claimed that. It's a German import from 1980, and it does include the breaks. $29.99. $29.99 on Curtis Blow. Let's see. Brad Waits said sold. Thank you very much. That is sold to Brad Waits. Karen Robbins, you were second on that. You were second. Brad asked about it and claimed it. So that is sold. All right. There's a lot of stuff left in there, but it's time to put up a new crate. If you want anything else out of there, just let me know. Just let me know. And let's go right into this next John crate. There's still, I think, like maybe 3 after this one. I'm not doing them all. I mean, like I grabbed 3 for this show, and there's going to be like 3 more that are kind of left over. KB, yeah, Curtis Blow. Gregory Roberts. Wise decision there. It's a really nice copy, and it's a German import. It's going to sound great. Curtis Blow is sold to Gregory Roberts. Everything in these crates that I'm showing right now are sticker price. They're all sticker price. Chuck Haley, the Mariachis with Chet Baker was $19.99. No condition notes on the vinyl. Michael McCullen on Willie. Oh, this is the wrong crate. Might have accidentally shown something there. Willie Nelson is sold to Michael McCullen. That is sold to Michael McCullen. Chuck Haley, let me know on the Mariachi Brass. That was actually right here, the first, or it was right in the front. It's a really nice copy on the World Pacific label. Super clean. And yeah, $19.99. I think it's in mono too. This is a mono copy. Yep. Mono copy of the Mariachi Brass featuring Chet Baker. And yeah, Gregory, I wonder if it's an import only kind of thing, because I don't think I've ever seen a US copy of this. Curtis Blow. It's got, yeah, let's see. Rappin' Blow Part 2, The Breaks, Way Out West, Throughout Your Years, Hard Times, All I want in this world is to find that girl and taking care of business. Cool. Curtis Blow. Haven't seen that one too much. All right. Just going to pass on that. No problem. If anyone else wants it, it is still available. And let's get into this next crate. Everything is sticker price. These are new pre-owned arrivals. New pre-owned arrivals from John. We've got Fresh Air by Mannheim Steamroller. Mannheim Steamroller Fresh Air $14.99. And then Amadeus, the Amadeus soundtrack. Amadeus is $19.99. Great movie. Chicago, that is Chicago's Greatest Hits. $17.99. $17.99 on Chicago. Hard Times on there too. Yeah, it's a great little record there, man. It's a good pickup for sure. Next is Charlie Daniels, Honey in the Rock. Charlie Daniels is $24.99. $24.99 on Charlie Daniels, man. Kind of a tougher one to find there. Paul Simon, Graceland. Paul Simon, Graceland is $27.99. A little bit of wear, maybe on the top, just on the top front. Really, it's just got like some ring wear, a little bit of schmutz here, but that is $27.99. Amadeus, Nick Moraes, I hope I'm saying your last name right. Amadeus is sold to you. Have you bought from us before, Nick? Please let me know. Heart, this is Heart by Heart, self-titled Heart, $19.99. No condition notes on Heart. P.S. Paul Simon, that is sold to Michael McCullen. Great album there. And then we've got Arlo Guthrie. That's Alice's Restaurant Essential. Got to have it for Thanksgiving. $19.99 on Arlo Guthrie. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for letting me know, and thanks for coming back. This is Head East, a different kind of crazy. Head East is $19.99. I've always loved that cover. It's horrible, but terrific at the same time. $19.99 on that. Nick, are you local, Nick? Nick Morris? So our invoice cycle is from Sunday through Saturday. So today starts a brand new invoice cycle. We won't have anything keyed in or logged in or anything until next Monday, not tomorrow, but the following Monday. So I would say by the time we open next Wednesday, like the following Wednesday, not this upcoming one, but by then everything should be available to pick up. Just send us a message saying that you're going to pick up your records. So it's horrific. It's just I feel like the design on it is just hilarious to me. Like a Sphinx head, sent at I don't know. It just looks like really bad Photoshop kind of, but it's great. It's great at the same time. Head East. Andrew Gold, what's wrong with this picture? That's what you should be asking about this. That was timed perfectly. Andrew Gold is $9.99. $9.99 on Andrew Gold. And then the Kinks Greatest Celluloid Heroes. The Kinks is $24.99. $24.99 on the Kinks. Oh, terrible and horrible equals horrific. Yes, it's horrific. Yeah. Kansas Mask. Kansas. I feel like I don't see that one too often either. $19.99. When did that come out? 75. What is up with this? Don't see this Kansas record. Am I crazy, or does that one not pop up very often? Kansas Mask, $19.99. Grand Funk Railroad, On Time Grand Funk Railroad, $19.99. Howard Jones to one. Howard Jones is $24.99. That's in shrink wrap. Oh, terrific. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean there. Terrific and horrible. Horrific. Yes. Jethro Tull Under Wraps. Jethro Tull Under Wraps is $19.99. The Live Kinks. Man, no condition notes. It does have some spotting here on the back. $29.99 though. Tricolor Steamboat. Mono too. It's a mono copy. Nice. Vinyl's super nice. It does have that wear on the back though, but that is $29.99 on the Live Kinks. And then the Cats, not the Cats, but just Cats selections from the original Broadway cast recording is $19.99. $19.99 on Cats. Hank Williams' Greatest Hits 14 of Hank's all-time best is $24.99. Amy Grant, the collection, Amy Grant is $9.99. 1965 classic rock, $24.99 compilation there. And then Ian Fleming's Dr. No, the first James Bond film adventure. Dr. No, $24.99 on Dr. No. $24.99 on that. Endless Love soundtrack is $19.99. $19.99. A lot of Diana Ross on here. $19.99 on Endless Love. And then Agnes English, that's John Fred and his Playboy Band. John Fred and his Playboy Band is $19.99. And then the Foundations, Build Me Up Buttercup. Foundations is $19.99. Steve Perry, Street Talk. Steve Perry is $19.99. Richard Nelson, everything in this crate is EX plus to near mint minus. No condition notes on anything in this crate. Some of the jackets may have a little bit of wear, but the vinyl itself is going to be very nice. Very nice copies of stuff in here. No condition notes on anything in this crate. This is the Kinks Chronicles. Remember a long time ago I picked up a copy of this because I hadn't really listened to a whole lot of the Kinks. But this is a great 2LP compilation. Like, if you haven't really listened to much of the Kinks, or I don't know, you don't know where to start, this is a fantastic starting place with the Kinks. This is $39.99. It's got Victoria, the Village Green Preservation Society. It's got Waterloo Sunset, Lola, David Watts is on here, Shangri-La, Sunny Afternoon, Death of a Clown, King Kong, 8 Man is on here. It's fantastic. $39.99. Great comp right there. Let's see. Steve Perry of Journey. Yeah, that is Steve Perry from Journey. This is Jonathan Winters, Whistle Stopping. Jonathan Winters is $14.99. E.T., that's the E.T. soundtrack music by John Williams. E.T. is $29.99. $29.99. Yeah, for me, the Kinks is my favorite, like, British invasion band, for sure. I love the Beatles, love the Who, love the Rolling Stones, but something about the Kinks, I don't know. It's more in tune with me, I guess. I like them a lot. Tony Joe White, The Real Thing. Tony Joe White is $24.99. This is Terry Knight and the Pack, Reflections. Terry Knight and the Pack is $34.99. Was it Mark Farner that was in this group? Am I crazy? Who was in this, man? I thought it was Mark Farner from Grand Funk. Am I wrong? This is a mono copy. I could be totally wrong, but that is $34.99. Has I got the right record? Yeah, $34.99. Very nice. $34.99 on Terry Knight and the Pack. More Protopunk. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Dave Davies kind of invented fuzz guitar because he kicked a hole in his amp. He like discovered fuzz, and then they recorded "You Really Got Me." Get the Knack. The Knack. Get the Knack. It's $14.99. $14.99 on the Knack. I feel like the Kinks did a lot of stylistic changes too. Like, they started out as like a garagey proto-punk band, and then they did like the pop psych kind of thing, and then they went kind of full-on psych. But you know, just consistently always had great songwriting from Ray Davies. And they kind of, I mean, the album Arthur to me is almost like a prog record. It has some like early prog-ish kind of, like if the Kinks went prog, that's what that album is. This is Annie Haslam, Annie in Wonderland. Annie Haslam is $14.99 from Renaissance, I believe. She's from the Renaissance band. Condition on Foundation. No condition notes on the vinyl there. On the Foundations, where was that? Build Me Up Buttercup. Yeah, no condition notes on the vinyl. It's on the Uni label. Yeah, solid copy. Very solid vinyl on that one. That is $19.99. $19.99. Let's see. Gonna put this in the back. Let's see. Don Brewer 2, I think. Kings. Endless Love. I haven't seen that movie. I have not seen the movie Endless Love. Mark Farner. Okay, so it was Mark Farner and Don Brewer. Cool. I thought so. I was trying. I was having a slight brain fart there, but yeah, a couple members that ended up becoming Grand Funk Railroad there. Take Foundations, no problem. Phil Freeman, you got the Foundations. That is sold to Phil Freeman. Vicky, you were second. Wanda Jackson. By the time I get to Phoenix, Wanda Jackson is $12.99, and then The Secret Policeman's Ball. The music, that is Pete Townsend, Tom Robinson, Neil Innes, and John Williams. It is $19.99 on that. $19.99. Jay Giles Band live, Full House. Jay Giles Band is $14.99. $14.99. This is The Fabulous Baker Boys. Music by Dave Grusin. Original motion picture soundtrack. $29.99. The Fabulous Baker Boys. Never seen this. That's Jeff Bridges and Beau Bridges. Cool. And Michelle Pfeiffer. Never seen this movie. It's from 1989. Never seen this soundtrack. Never seen the movie either. But The Fabulous Baker Boys is $29.99. $29.99. Link. Oh yeah, Link Ray used the like tremolo or not vibrato, tremolo effect kind of thing. Yeah. Let's see. Roger Ramjet is going to pick up the Kink Chronicles. Sweet. It's fantastic. That's a really good like jumping off point. Or if you just want to hear all the like hits, or it's just a really well curated compilation for sure. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Anything else? Michael Rudolph on Policeman's Ball. Secret Policeman's Ball, that is sold to Michael Rudolph. Thank you very much. What's up, Mark? Shouldn't he be at a show right now? Let's see. Baker Boys. Baker Boys is sold to Billy Butler. Thank you, Billy Butler. That is sold. Oh, show's about to begin. Sweet. Thank you, Mark. Have a good time at the show. Genesis. Seconds out. Genesis is $34.99. No condition notes on the vinyl. Renaissance. Here's something. In other stories, Renaissance, $9.99. And then Massachusetts. The Bee Gees. That's the Bee Gees. Massachusetts looks like an import, $14.99. UK import, $14.99 on the Bee Gees. If you haven't seen the documentary on Native American rock and roll, I should check that out. The only like Native American rock artists I can think of are like Link Ray, Redbone, maybe the Exit Band. Like it's just XIT. I'm sure there's definitely more out there. Those are just the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Tyler Uribe on Renaissance, and then Robert Lee Bunch on the Bee Gees. Those are sold and sold. The Jay Giles Band, Best of 2, is $19.99 in shrink. I feel like I haven't seen that particular compilation too much. So yeah, you too. Ooh, some more great prog. Gentle Giant. Giant for a Day. Just $19.99. $19.99 on Gentle Giant. Rockadrome Do Wholesale. Sweet. Cool. Okay, not public. Upon approval, you can start placing orders. Sweet. I will do that as soon as I can. I'll check out their catalog and see what I can do on it. See what I can do. Humble Pie. The Best. What a fantastic cover. The Best of Humble Pie is $19.99. Fantastic cover there. Let's see. Jay Giles Band, Robert Lee Bunch, I believe was $19.99. Yeah, $19.99. It's still in the original shrink. And the vinyl itself is super clean. Very clean copy. No condition notes on that. It's called Rumble, the Indians Who Rocked the World. Cool. I'll check that out. Is it on YouTube? Peter Frampton, Something Happening. Speaking of Humble Pie. Peter Frampton, Something Happening is $9.99. Jay Giles Band is sold. Jay Giles Band is sold to Robert Lee Bunch. Blackfoot, I don't know. I don't think Blackfoot is. I could be wrong. They might be. I might be wrong. They could be. I'm not sure though, Danny. Christopher Cross. Christopher Cross. This is the one that people want. It's $9.99. $9.99 on Christopher Cross. Have you guys seen him, like, I don't know, there's like some videos of him just like absolutely shredding guitar. He's an incredible guitar player. It is on YouTube. Sweet. I'll have to check that out. Jimmy Buffett, Son of a Son of a Sailor. Son of a Son of a Sailor by Jimmy Buffett, $19.99. That's the one that's got the one song on it. Cheeseburger in Paradise. Yep, $19.99. Cheeseburger in Paradise. Dust in the Wind. That's Kansas. Next, Black Oak, Arkansas. Raunch and Roll Live. Black Oak, Arkansas is $24.99 with a certificate. I guess this comes with a certificate. Did not know that. Never seen. I don't think I've ever seen this certificate with this record, but I just haven't checked hard enough. That's $24.99 on Black Oak, Arkansas. Black Oak, Arkansas. Let's see. Petra Pfeiffer wants Jimmy Buffett. Cheeseburger in Paradise. That is sold to Petra Pfeiffer. Blackfoot, all members were Native American. Cool. Good to know. Thank you for the sleuthing, Michael McCullen. Thank you very much. Let's see. Christopher Cross filled in for Richie Blackmore to Deep Purple. Wow. I didn't realize he was doing that too. Bobby Gentry and Glenn Campbell. Bobby Gentry and Glenn Campbell is $19.99. Wishbone Ash. Wishbone Ash. More, this is like, you know, some dual guitar lead, prog kind of stuff. $19.99. Wishbone Ash. Some very guitar heavy prog there. I don't think Hypnosis did this cover, did they? No, they did, like Argus and stuff, but does it say anything about art direction? No, just, yeah, not Hypnosis, but still cool. $19.99 on Wishbone Ash. The Best of Bread. The Best of Bread. You got sourdough, rye, wheat. Hawaiian bread is definitely on there. Honey oat, $14.99. And the tracks, or the types of bread that I read, that was just all on side one. So the Best of Bread, horrible jokes out of the way. Let's get into the 13th Floor Elevators. Bull of the Woods. It is not an original, of course. It would not just be in a straight price crate. This is a 2002 Italian import on the Get Back label. $39.99. It's $39.99 on the 13th Floor Elevators. Bull of the Woods. $39.99 on 13th Floor Elevators. And let's see, Darren Chrisman on Bread. Best of Bread. Banana Bread. Man, I forgot. Yeah, skip that one. That was actually track 4. Track 4, Banana Bread. I don't know how I missed it. Let's see. Did I sell that Steve Perry album? No, it is still available. Curious Potato. Do you want it? If you want it, it's still here. It's still available. It is still available if you want it. No one on the 13th Floor Elevators? Who am I selling to? Who are you guys? What's happening? I know it's a reissue, but I mean, still. Let's see. Beer Bread. Beer Bread, man, that's underrated. Underrated. Good stuff. He showed this crate last week. Oh, man. I thought it was sitting up there because it had not been gone through. I didn't think it had been shown at all. Cornbread, classic. Classic. There was so much stuff in this crate that was still in here. I was like, there's no way that he's actually been through it, and it was pretty full. I did not realize he had already gone through this one, but we are done with this crate. Let's move on to something. Let me move this over here. Okay. Zucchini bread. That's in there. I think that was on volume 2. Zucchini bread. It was Best of Bread Volume 2, which is kind of rare. I haven't seen that one too many times. All right. Let's do a little bit of new vinyl. Some new vinyl crates, or a new vinyl crate. This is a new vinyl, but it's sealed. $19.99, colored vinyl. This is Devil's Got You Dreamin', $19.99. I don't know what that's doing in here. We've got 2 copies of it. Let's make it half price, because I think I've shown this half price. $10. $10 if anyone wants that. There's one on Royal Blue and Ultra Clear Galaxy, and another one on Black and Neon Magenta with black and white splatter. Interesting. Those are both sealed for $10. $10 on those. $10 if anyone wants either of those. Let's see, did I miss anything else? Yeah, hit that like button if you guys have not done so already. Help us out. Hit that like button. New vinyl. Let's see. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. That's a Record Store Day essential on Red Smoke vinyl, new and sealed for $44.99. If you don't have a copy of this record, I don't know what to say. You gotta have it. It's great. Mayonnaise. Cherub Rock, Today, Rocket, Disarm. My favorite is Mayonnaise for sure, and then Luna. Great closing track there. $44.99 on Smashing Pumpkins. What is Devil Got You Dreamin'? I don't know. It says Through Fire. Maybe the band is called Through Fire and the album's called Devil's Got You Dreamin'. I don't think it's a soundtrack. Yeah, Through Fire. Just says colored vinyl. It's probably hard rock or metal, would be my assumption, just based on the art style and the track titles. Let's see. Galaxy Blue Swirl. Michael Rudolph. Was that that one there? The Ultra Clear Galaxy, Royal Blue and Ultra Clear Galaxy. Is that Acclaim, Michael Rudolph? If you want that one, that sold you for $10. $10 on that if you want it. And yeah, I've got this one left over here. That was the Black and Neon Magenta and Black and White Splatter. I think it's split. Like one side is one color and the other side is another color. If anyone wants that, that is available. I'll set it right over here for now. Maybe someone will claim it. The label is for Metal Artists. What label was this on? What label is this? Oh, Sumerian Records. Yeah. Cool. All right. Next in the crate, Metallica, Master of Puppets. That is a remaster, new and sealed for $33.99. Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire, new and sealed $33.99. Catatonia, Dead in Kings. It's pre-owned, but it is sealed. It's $39.99. That's a prog doom metal record, sealed $39.99 on Catatonia, Dead in Kings. I'll do buy it now or best offer on that one if anyone wants it. I also don't know why that's in there. That's a crate of new vinyl. But next in here is Slipknot. The Gray Chapter Slipknot is new and sealed on pink vinyl, $36.99 on Slipknot, $36.99. Rat, Dancing Undercover. That's on red, black, and white stripe vinyl, new and sealed, $33.99 on Rat. The Smiths, Hatful of Hollow. That's a new sealed copy, $33.99. This is Anthrax, For All Kings. That is a new sealed copy for $33.99. $33.99 on Anthrax. 9 Inch Nails, Broken. 9 Inch Nails is a new sealed copy for $39.99. It's the definitive version. Sweet. 9 Inch Nails, Broken, new and sealed for $39.99. $39.99 on 9 Inch Nails. Alice in Chains Facelift is new and sealed for $38.99. Ghost Skeleton, that is on what, like pink? No, it says violet. Violet vinyl and collectible Papa 5 overlay. New and sealed $33.99. $33.99 on Ghost. Next, same thing. Ghost Skeleton. How about Led Zeppelin, How the West Was Won? That is a new and sealed super deluxe box set for $214.99. Classic 1972 live performances from LA and Long Beach, 3 CDs and 4 LPs and a DVD, $214.99 on Led Zeppelin, How the West Was Won, classic. The Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time. That is a new sealed copy for $54.99. Kiss, Carnival of Souls, The Final Sessions, new sealed copy, first ever vinyl pressing, $36.99 on Kiss. Ridiculous Nest. Did you say Doom Pro? Yeah, that was that Catatonia record. Where was that? I put it over here. Prog Doom Metal Catatonia, Dead End Kings. It is sealed, $39.99. I said I would do buy now or best offer. If you're interested in that, just let me know. Kiss, Carnival of Souls, still available. And then this is Clutch. Clutch, Slow Hole to China. Clutch is new and sealed for $33.99 on that. Kiss, Lick It Up, new and sealed, $33.99. George Harrison, Extra Texture. That is a new sealed remastered from the original analog master tape, new and sealed for $38.99 on George Harrison. Duran Duran, the classic album, new and sealed. What else does it say about it? Newly cut for vinyl at Abbey Road Studios, new and sealed, $33.99 on Duran Duran. And then Soundgarden, that is Super Unknown, new and sealed copy, $46.99. Japan, Quiet Life. It is a half-speed remaster on red vinyl, new and sealed for $33.99 on Japan. Then Steve Earle, Copperhead Road. It's a new sealed copy for $33.99. Kiss, Asylum, audiophile vinyl, new and sealed remaster for $33.99. Kiss Asylum. And then George Harrison, Dark Horse. That is a new sealed remaster also from the original analog master tapes, $38.99 on George Harrison. Let's see, Duran Duran song list. Let's see, where was that one? Right here. It's got Girls on Film, Planet Earth, Anyone Out There, To the Shore, Careless Memories, Night Boat, Sound of Thunder, Friends of Mine, and Tel Aviv. Curious Potato, is that a claim for Duran Duran? Are you claiming or just commenting? Let's see. Ever come across a band called Paramount? I don't know. Let me, I wonder if I can just look at maybe some of their album covers or something and see. Paramount. Not sure. Let's see, I wonder if that might have more results. Nope. I'm not, like, the name doesn't ring a bell. Paramount. Is this the one? I do know a band called The Psychic Paramount, but I don't know if I don't know Paramount though. What else? Did I miss here anything? I think I need to refresh this. Hold on. Paramore. Yeah, I think my restream feed here just messed up. Just commenting. Okay, someone did claim Duran Duran though, right? Or am I wrong? Let's see. Robert Lee Bunch asked for the track list. Let's see. Okay, I don't think I missed anything. Melissa Bailey. I don't know. It showed up on here, but did anyone else claim the Devil? No, I think I still do have one copy left. If you want that, just let me know. Yeah, Devil's Got You Dreaming. I do still have one, and I did say, I would do half price on it, so it'd be $10 on that. It is sealed. It's a sealed copy, $10 if you are interested in that. And then, yeah, there was that George Harrison. What else is in here? Kiss, Animalize. It's a new sealed audio file, pressing $33.99. And then I've also got Kiss Revenge, new and sealed, $36.99. This is Kiss Crazy Nights, new and sealed, $36.99. And Red Clay Strays, made by These Moments. Red Clay Strays, new and sealed, $33.99. Reminds me of Tyler. Every time I go on a trip to buy a collection with Tyler, he's always playing the Red Clay Strays. I think that's his favorite band right now. He loves them. This is sold to Melissa Bailey. That was Through Fire. Devil's Got You Dreaming. That one is sold to Melissa Bailey. Which George? Karen Robbins. There were 2 George Harrison records in here. There was Dark Horse and Extra Texture, I believe. Yeah, Extra Texture. These are both remastered from the original master tapes. And they're $38.99 each. If you want either of those, Karen Roberts, let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to just quickly recap this crate. Very quickly recap this. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream on red smoke vinyl. Metallica, Master of Puppets. Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire, great record there too. Slipknot, The Gray Chapter. Rat, Dancing Undercover. The Smiths, Hatful of Hollow. Anthrax, still available. 9 Inch Nails, Broken. Pass, no problem. Alice in Chains, Facelift. Ghost, Skeleton. Ghost. Led Zeppelin, How the West Was Won. That's the Super Deluxe, still available. Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time. Kiss, Carnival of Souls, The Final Sessions. Clutch, Slow Hold to China. Kiss, Lick It Up. There's that George Harrison Extra Texture. I'll put that back in there. And then Soundgarden, Super Unknown, still available. Japan, Quiet Life. Steve Earle, Copperhead Road. Kiss, Asylum. There's that George Harrison. Dark Horse. Duran Duran, self-titled. Kiss, Animalize. Kiss, Revenge. Kiss, Crazy Nights, and Red Clay Strays. Those are still available if anybody wants anything from there. Let's do a buy it now best offer crate. I think it was this one that I was looking at earlier that I thought still had some pretty good stuff in it. Yeah, this one's got some, it looks like a pretty wild mix of stuff. Let's do this one, and this one is going to be buy it now or best offer. Buy it now or best offer. All right, let's see. Price on Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen. Where is he? Morgan Wallen was $54.99. It's a new sealed copy, $54.99. It's I don't know, at least 2 LPs, maybe 3. Not 100% sure, but Nick Bargeron, if you want that, that's new and sealed for $54.99. Jennifer Corbin is going to pick up 3 records. Awesome. Jennifer Corbin, have you bought from us before? Let's see, the Smiths, Alice in Chains, and Soundgarden. Smiths, Alice in Chains, and Soundgarden. Smiths, there's Soundgarden. There's Soundgarden. There's Alice in Chains, and there's the Smiths. All right. So the Smiths, Alice in Chains, and Soundgarden, these 3 are all sold to Jennifer Corbin. Thank you, Jennifer. Those are sold to you. Just let me know if you've bought from us before. I don't recognize your name off the bat, but if you have bought from us before, just let me know. If not, let me know and I'll give you some quick first-time buyer instructions. All right, Nick Bargeron said pass, no problem at all. Let me mute my mic for just 1 second. All right, I am back. I bought before. Okay, awesome. Thank you for letting me know. And also, for anyone new, it's obviously Sunday, but this is the first day of a brand new invoice cycle. So anything that you buy today, you won't be invoiced for until next Monday, not tomorrow, but the following Monday. So what would that be, like the 16th? So brand new invoice cycle starts today. Because of the tattoo on your right arm, do you play an acoustic instrument? I played cello for about 7 years and then played guitar for a good while as well. I still pick it up every now and then, but it's just an F-hole. But yeah, I played cello from like 4th grade through 11th grade and played guitar. I don't know, I got my first one when I was like 13 and played it for a good while. And I guess the last few years or so, I haven't really been playing too much, but yeah, the whole like the tattoos on the right side of my body are basically like all music related. Yeah, buy now or best offer. Don't be afraid to make offers on anything in this crate. Read the artist, title, price, condition, all that stuff. Let's see what's in here. I saw some things that was like, oh, cool. Didn't expect it to be in this crate, but yeah, Chet Atkins and his guitar. That's $14.99. Still in shrink wrap too. Hey, Doug. Hey. And next, Elton John, Rock of the Westies. Elton John is $19.99. What hello? Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Play stand-up bass. Sweet. Slap it a bass. The Amazing Rhythm Aces. The Amazing Rhythm Aces Gold Stamp Promo, $12.99. And then this is Stevie Wonder, Fulfilling This First Finale. Stevie Wonder's $24.99. As soon as it's shipping is delayed. I'm not sure how far back they are. I know they've been swamped back there. They're trying to get caught up, but I know they have been a bit backed up just from the sheer volume of sales that we've done in the last 2 or 3 weeks. But I promise you, they're getting everything shipped out as fast as they can. Let's see, Village People, Live and Sleazy. Village People is $19.99. $19.99 on the Village People. Buy now or best offer, everything in here. The Force is $24.99. This is another one of those Warner comps. The Force, yeah, Marshall Tucker Band, John Sebastian, Shannon Dean. What else is on here? Doobie Brothers, Ron Wood, Tower of Power, Greg Allman, Van Morrison. Yeah, little Warner Brothers sampler there. Shipping, yeah, Doug. Doug knows a little bit about that. Doug knows a little bit about shipping. This is Bill Nelson's Red Noise. Sound on Sound. Robot cover, $19.99. Boz Scaggs Moments. Boz Scaggs is $17.99. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that particular Boz Scaggs record too much, but that one's $17.99. $17.99. Leo Sayer, Thunder in My Heart, that is $9.99. Paul Simon, One Trick Pony is $19.99. The Charlie Daniels Band, Midnight Wind, $24.99. Poco's $9.99. Quincy Jones, The Dude, $19.99. This is Scale the Summit. This is Scale the Summit Subjects. Scale the Summit Subjects. Red and black splatter vinyl, $24.99. I don't know. It almost, I kind of want it to be like space rock or something, just based on the track titles, but I don't really know what's going on here. Looks kind of cool. I don't know. You want to know about Scale the Summit? It's also numbered on the back. I didn't realize that until I just flipped it over, but $24.99 on that. $24.99. Let's see. Nick Morris, let's see, the 18th. That would be... That sounds about right, yeah. That sounds correct. That sounds right. It takes a long time for everything to get keyed in, alphabetized, processed, invoices made, all that kind of stuff. And today is the very first day of the invoice cycle, so it won't happen for a while. This is Baroness. This is the Yellow and Green album, $24.99 on Baroness. Baroness is $24.99. And yeah, everything in here, buy it now or best offer if you want to make a offer on anything. This is what, Venom something? Venom Prison, Erebos. Venom Prison, Erebos, $22.99. Death Metal, $22.99 on that. Fleetwood Mac, self-titled in shrink wrap, $34.99, $34.99. And yeah, it's in very nice condition. Very nice condition. Let's see, Gregory Roberts, B20. Was that for Baroness? If so, Gregory Roberts, that is sold to you for 20 bucks. It's on, let's see, maybe black vinyl? It is on black vinyl. Baroness was on black vinyl, and it is sold to Gregory Roberts for 20 bucks. That is sold to Gregory Roberts for $20. Let's see, next in the crate, Kiss, Paul Stanley. That's the picture disc version, unopened copy. Unopened, $29.99 on Paul Stanley. And then, man, classic. Doug knows about this one too if he's still watching. Tribe Called Quest, The Low End Theory. I know we've listened to some Tribe together in the back in the glory days when Doug was working here. This is a sealed copy for $34.99. Sealed. I mean, these are kind of tricky to figure out which pressing they are without opening them and looking at the dead wax, but fairly certain this is a reissue copy, but $34.99 on Tribe Called Quest. The Low End Theory. Great stuff. This is Lament. Touche Amore. Lament. That's a sealed copy for $29.99. $29.99. What do I think of SACD? I haven't really had a proper setup to listen to SACD, but I've heard nothing but like incredible things. If you have the right player and setup and everything for them, I've heard they're fantastic. Luke Mitchell, what's up, Luke? Do you have any COC, let's see, Corrosion of Conformity or Crowbar? I don't think so. I haven't seen any tonight, Luke. I have not seen any. It's very possible that we might have some in like our, new vinyl, like reissue stock kind of stuff, but they're all up front and there's like, I think 16 crates of new vinyl up there. I have no idea where they would be, unfortunately. But I haven't seen any, in my general vicinity. I haven't seen any in my like immediate surroundings here. Tribe Called Quest is sold to Gregory Roberts for 30 bucks. That's sold to Gregory Roberts for $30. Thank you, Gregory. Great album, essential. This is the Gaslight Anthem, Sink or Swim. The Gaslight Anthem is sealed on red and black vinyl. I should probably tell you the price. $29.99 Gaslight Anthem, sealed, $29.99. In Flames. In Flames is on red vinyl, limited to 2,000 copies, and that is sealed on red vinyl for $34.99. $34.99 on In Flames. Haven't seen any COC in a couple weeks, maybe on Thursday for Metal Night. Yeah, that's most likely where it would show up, or when it would show up, is on Thursday nights. But I haven't seen any in a while either. It would be a really good question for Chad, because he does do, a good majority of the ordering of new vinyl. 25. Vicky, let's do 28. $28 on that. 28 on In Flames, and I'll sell that to you, Vicky. $28. And then we have, what is this? Oh, Genocide Pact. Order of Torment. Genocide Pact. Death Metal, $19.99. In Flames is sold to Vicky Yoshikawa for $28. MIT Lab, thank you for the reminder. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that stuff. It definitely helps us. And the more you like our videos, the more likely you are to get recommended more content like this. And if you hit the subscribe button, you should get a notification of when we go live. Let's see, trying to improve my hip-hop collection. I mean, yeah, you gotta have that one. That's essential. Now you just need Midnight Marauders, which is maybe my favorite album of theirs. I might like Midnight Marauders a little bit more than Low End Theory, but you can't go wrong with either one. And the one that they put out, was it like 6-7 years ago, something like that? They put one out and it was also fantastic. Yeah, this is a buy now or best offer crate. Let's see, Genocide Pact 15 Go ahead and sell that to Darren Chrisman for $15. Thank you, Darren. That's sold to you. That is sold to you. This crate, yep. Let's see. 110. I don't have like too large of a hip hop collection either. A lot of the hip hop that I'm really into is like 90s kind of stuff, and I'm always looking for original copies, but they're always trashed and they're hard to find to begin with. I might have 30 or 40 hip hop records in the collection, maybe something like that. But yeah, I'm always looking for more. This is Baroness, and this is the red album, I think. And this one is on colored vinyl. This is on pink and white merge vinyl. That one's $34.99. $34.99 for that Baroness record. Buy now or best offer. Everything in this crate. This is Nothing. 10 years of... What? 10 years of something. That's not the name of the album. It's just like a 10-year series kind of thing that Revolver has. Okay, Guilty of Everything by Nothing. No, it is 10 years of Guilty of Everything. What is... It's a 10th year anniversary? This thing just split my brain in half. This is on splatter vinyl. Limited to 400 copies. $29.99. Shoegaze. The band is Nothing. Nothing. Let's see. Gregory Roberts. Baroness, $30. That is sold. That is sold to Gregory Roberts. That's sold to Gregory Roberts. Thank you very much. Stuff like Public Enemy, LL Beasties, KRS-One, Digital Underground. Yeah. I think there's only one Public Enemy record that I need to like complete the ones that I want. Got the first 3, I believe. Need the 4th one. There's one I don't know why I can never remember the name of the album, but there's a hip hop group called Organized Confusion. It's Confusion with a K. I'm looking for that one pretty hard. Well, I say that like I could get one on Discogs, but I've always got my eye out for it. I don't really buy off Discogs very often. But Mark Stanley, you were second on Baroness. You were second on that. Next in the crate is Paul Young. This is Paul Young. No Parlez. $19.99 on Paul Young. Queen, News of the World. Queen, $34.99. This is one of the ones that I saw and I could not believe it was still in here. No condition notes on the vinyl. $34.99 on Queen, News of the World. Captain and Tennille, Love Will Keep Us Together. That's $9.99. Little River Band. First Under the Wire Little River Band, $9.99. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Live Bullet Bob Seger. This is a VG copy. This one's VG, but it's just $12.99. $12.99 on Bob Seger Live Bullet. This is Hammer. Hammer is a promo. Hammer, self-titled, white label promo. EX copy, $9.99 on Hammer. EX $9.99. Bay City Rollers Greatest Hits is $9.99. Tennessee Ernie Ford. Tennessee Ernie Ford, Near the Cross. No price tag on there, but I'm going to just say $9.99. $9.99 on Tennessee Ernie Ford. Let's see, Captain and Tennille 7. Where were they? Captain and Tennille. That is sold to Michael Rudolph for $7. It's sold for $7. Let's do 10. Scully Mac. Let's do an even $10 on Bob Seger. Double live album there. Let's do 10 on that one. I'll sell it to you for $10. Scully Mac. Robin Glenn, you were second on Captain and Tennille. And we've got Jefferson Starship Spitfire. Jefferson Starship is $14.99. Bay City Rollers. Bay City Rollers is $9.99. John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Double Fantasy, $19.99. Grand Funk Railroad, Good Singing, Good Playing. That's $19.99. Produced by Frank Zappa. I'd put that note on there. I guess, yeah. $19.99 on that. Sold. Scully Mac gets Bob Seger for $10. That is sold for $10. That is sold. Stu, oh yeah. Heard about that Family Guy episode. Let's see. I think that image is from, I've seen, there's like a science fiction book that used that image. I don't know if that was the first time it was used, but I have seen it used other places. I wonder when and where that was used first. Let's see. But I know that science fiction book, it's like one of those little sci-fi paperbacks. Goes for a little bit of money too, probably solely because of the cover on it. Let's see. All right, see Derek. Paul McCartney. Give my regards to Broad Street is $24.99. I'm Paul McCartney. And then the Supremes Touch in shrink wrap with an old price tag on Motown, $14.99. $14.99 on the Supremes. Paul McCartney Tug of War in shrink with hype sticker. Very nice copy. $24.99 on that Paul McCartney. Tracks on Paul Young. Let's see, where was that? That was back here a ways. Paul Young. Paul Young, come back and stay. Love will tear us apart. Is it? There's no way that's the Joy Division song, is it? Maybe it is. Wherever I lay my hat. Cuckoo, Kurama, No Parlez. Love of the common people. Oh, women. Iron out the rough spots. Broken map. Tinder trap. And sex. Let's see. What's up with that? Does it have... It is a cover of the Joy Division track. It's got Love Will Tear Us Apart on there, $19.99 on Paul Young. Let's see. That first Baroness was on... it was on Black Vinyl. The first one was on Black Vinyl, Gregory Roberts. Who was second on that Baroness that was making a offer? I know we had like 2 or 3 offers on that. Darren, I think Darren Chrisman was second to make an offer on it. Darren, if you want this, it is on just black vinyl, but I'll sell that to you for $20 if you want it. Darren, if you're still watching, Darren Chrisman, if you're still watching and you want that Baroness, I'll sell it to you for $20. It is on black vinyl though. It is on black vinyl. No problem. Let's see. What else did I miss? How much was Queen? $34.99. This is a buy it now or best offer crate though. $34.99 was the sticker price on Queen, News of the World. David V, let me know if you want that. Let's see. What else? Past and Problem, Love will tear us apart. Sold. Darren Chrisman is going to get that Baroness. So no harm, no foul there. That is still going to a new home. That's sold to Darren Chrisman. Thank you, Darren. That's sold to you. Fog Hat. What's the name of it? It's something about a rock. Oh, yeah, it's just rock and roll, I think. Rock and roll. Haha, Fog Hat. It's a VG copy, $9.99. VG, $9.99. David V is offering $29 for Queen, and he is going to get that Queen record for $29. That's sold to David V. Thank you very much. That is sold to you. Let's see. George Benson, Good King Bad. George Benson is VG for $9.99. Oh, sorry, I think I did miss a off. Sorry about that, Ginger. Give my regards to Broad Street. I saw it and I got distracted. Paul McCartney, sell that to Ginger Lynch for $20. That's sold to Ginger Lynch for $20. Thank you very much. Did anyone want the Tug of War? Tug of War, that was in shrink with hype sticker. Really nice copy there. Starship 10. Let's see, Michael Rudolph on Jefferson Starship. That was back here somewhere. There it is. Let's go ahead and sell that to Michael Rudolph for $10. Thank you, Michael. That's sold to you. The Who, meaty, beady, big, and bouncy. It's a VG Plus copy, just $14.99. Really good early Who stuff here. Can't explain. Kids are alright. Happy Jack, I Can See for Miles, My Generation, The Seeker, Pinball Wizard, Boris the Spider's on here. I love that song. VG Plus, $14.99. Boris the Spider is always on my Halloween playlist. I'll forgive you. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you very much. Next in the crate, Rick Springfield, Hard to Hold. Soundtrack recording, $14.99 on Rick Springfield. Fog Hat. Energized. Fog Hat is $14.99 as well. No condition notes on that. Outlaws, Ghost Riders. Outlaws, Ghost Riders is $9.99. And then Lovecraft, Valley of the Moon. I can't remember. Is Lovecraft the same as H.P. Lovecraft? Is this like their third album? They just dropped the HP or something? I don't know, but if it is the same group, then this is probably really good. It's EX 2299 from 1970. I bet it is. It looks like the same font on the artist title also. So I'm sure it probably is the same thing. H.P. Lovecraft. Their second album is Essential Psych. Let's see. Robin Glenn, 12 on the Who. Robin Glenn, 12 on the Who. That is sold to Robin Glenn. Robin Glenn gets the Who for 12. That is sold. Scott Oman, you were second to make an offer. Yes, Lovecraft used to be HP. Okay, I thought so. I just haven't listened to that specific record, but HP Lovecraft, those first two are really good. The second one especially, I think, is fantastic. Let's see. Same band. Cool. I kind of figured it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. But then, yeah, if I look at the font of it, it looks very similar. Let's see. Looks about the same. Michael Peebler, Outlaws, 8. There's Outlaws right there. Sell Outlaws to Michael Peebler for $10. That is sold for $8. Did I say 10? I meant to say 8. Outlaws sold to Michael Peebler for $8. And let's see, Paul Stanley, 29. That was way back here somewhere, right? Did I go too far back? Somewhere around this area. There it is. Yeah, Rob Shriver. It was, it was stickered at $29.99, but I'll knock $1 off for you and sell it to you for $29. Rob Shriver got Paul Stanley for $29. That is sold. Mine was Rick Springfield for okay, sorry, Scott. I thought it was what did I think it was? Did I get what did I do with RS over here? Was I thinking of Rolling Stones and I just like my brain went to the Who or something? I don't know what happened there. Sell Rick Springfield to Scott Oman for 10. Yeah, I don't know where my brain went there, but that's sold to Scott Oman for $10. Sorry about that. Let's see, Benson Price, George Benson, I think it was VG $9.99. Yeah, it's VG $9.99. Michael Rudolph, if you want that. Tyler Uribe on Lovecraft, 18 bucks. Man, how about we get it out of there without messing anything up? That is sold for 18 bucks. Yeah, it was $22.99. Lovecraft sold to Tyler Uribe for 18 bucks. Scully Mac had first bid. Scully Mac. Oh, Scully Mac did offer 5. I just saw that. Scully Mac, if you want the Outlaws, you did make the first offer. I just saw that, but you made the first offer, but I'll have to sell it to you for $8 if you do want it. Scully Mac, if you want the Outlaws for $8, I'll sell it to you. If not, then it's going to be sold to Michael Peebler for $8. See, Benson, 7. George Benson is sold to Michael Rudolph for $7. Thank you, Michael Rudolph. That's sold to you for $7. Pass. No problem. Outlaws is still sold to Michael Peebler for $8. And yeah, I guess that's everything in there. I'm going to spread that fog head out a little bit. Let's run through it one more time real quick. We sold quite a bit out of there. Chet Atkins and his guitar. Elton John, Rock of the Westies. If you need prices or condition or anything or want to make an offer on anything in here, just let me know. The Amazing Rhythm Aces. Stevie Wonder, Fulfilling This. First Finale. Village People, Live and Sleazy. The Force, that's a Warner Brothers compilation. Bill Nelson's Red Noise, Sound on Sound. Boz Scaggs, Moments. Then we've got Leo Sayer, Thunder in My Heart. Paul Simon, One Trick Pony. Charlie Daniels Band, Midnight Wind. Makes me think of that, was like that John McLaughlin, like Return to Forever kind of thing. At like San Francisco, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. You know the album I'm talking about. Poco, still available. Quincy Jones, The Dude, that was Scale the Summit, Subjects, Scale the Summit, Subjects, still available. Venom Prison, Erebos, that is still available. Fleetwood Mac, In Shrink, very nice copy. This was Touche Amour, Lament, The Gaslight Anthem, Sink or Swim, Nothing, Guilty of Everything, 10 years of Guilty of Everything. Little River Band, First Under the Wire, Press on Bill Nelson, that was back here. Yeah, Bill Nelson's Red Noise. No condition notes on the vinyl, it's $19.99, Bill Stewart. $19.99 on Bill Nelson's Red Noise, $19.99 on that. Hammer, it's a white label promo. Bay City Rollers Greatest Hits, Foghat, Energized, Tennessee Ernie Ford, Bay City Rollers, again, John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Double Fantasy, Grand Funk Railroad, Good Singing, Good Playing, Supremes, Touch, Paul McCartney, Tug of War, Paul Young, and Foghat. Nelson, $14.99. Let's do it. Bill Nelson's Red Noise is sold to Bill Stewart for $14.99. If anyone wants anything else out of there, just let me know. If you want to make an offer on anything, let me know. I'm going to get this crate out of the way. And let's see. What's in here? Anything good? Probably. Yeah, let's maybe peek at some of this stuff. What's going on over here? Alright. Trying to maybe find a crate with some different kind of stuff in it. What do we have? What is this? Is that the Gods? It is. Cool. Alright, let's see. Just seeing what all is in this crate real quick. What else is in here? What is that? Okay. Cool. I think let's do a little half-off crate. A little spontaneous half-off crate. Why not? Half-off crate. Half off. Alright, there's that. The Who is sold. The Who is sold. Let's see. Alright, let's do a half off crate. Half off. This is from the Dick Connery collection, at least this record. Johnny and Edgar Winter together. Let's do $10 on that. $10. This is Phil Alvin. Unsung Stories. $7.50. That's Phil Alvin with Sun Ra and the orchestra. I just realized it's with Sun Ra. But yeah, $7.50 on that. That's also from the Connery. I think there are some here in the back that have these Dick Connery tags on them. But Al Stewart, $7.50, past, present, and future. Yeah, Roads to Moscow. Great song, Roads to Moscow, Al Stewart. That's half off. And then Utopia defaced the music. They defaced the record with his name on here. EX, $6.50. Let's see, Johnny Van Zant Band, round 2. That is $7.50. Super Grit Cowboy Band, If You Can't Hang. Looks like we're out of the Connery stuff now. This is a sealed Southern rock, country rock record from 1981. Just $7.50 on Super Grit Cowboy Band. The Willis Brothers Going to Town. The Willis Brothers Going to Town is $12.50. It is an original 1966 US stereo copy. I can guarantee this came from Fred's collection. Super clean on that Yellow Star Day label. $12.50 on that. $12.50 on that. And the Best of Brian Auger. The Best of Brian Auger is $7.50. Ashford and Simpson, solid Ashford and Simpson is $5. The Contours Flashback from 1990, that's $7.50. The Vellens, Remember When? That is sealed. It's a doo-wop record from 1979, sealed for just $5. The Vellens, $5 on that. Melissa Bailey on Ashford and Simpson. That's sold to Melissa Bailey. Thank you very much. We've got Dexter Dexter Wansel, What the World is Coming to. It's $10. It's a funk soul disco record from 1977. $10 on Dexter Wansel. Greatest Hits of Otis Williams. Greatest Hits of Otis Williams. That's a sealed copy from 1969. Soul Funk. Sealed, just $10 on Otis Williams. $10 on that. Old Neck and New Strings. Old Neck and New Strings. It's Davy Allen. Sealed, $14.99. It's a Surf Garage record from 1990. $7.50. $7.50 on that. Barry Allen on the Uni label. Barry Allen is sealed from 1971. It's $5. $5 on Barry Allen. Let's see, OW. That's Otis Williams, excuse me. That's sold to Vicky Yoshikawa. Melvin Sparks. Melvin Sparks on the Westbound label. Melvin Sparks is VG Plus from 1975. And it was $34.99. Now it's $17.50. Sorry, there's like a Post-it note on here. There we go. Melvin Sparks, VG Plus, $17.50. $17.50 on that. Brian Auger's Oblivion Express, Happiness, Heartaches. That is an EX copy for $9. Yeah, it was $17.99. $9 on Brian Auger's Oblivion Express. $9 on that. And then 8-Ball and MJG, We Are the South. Greatest Hits, 8-Ball and MJG is sealed. That's a 2022 Record Store Day release on silver and blue vinyl. And that is $17.50. $17.50 on that. What was the Surf album? That was, where did it go? Did I go that far back? Can't be that far. Where is it? Here it is. Old Neck and New Strings. It's Davy Allen, DAVIEALLAN. It's from 1990. Sealed, just $7.50 on that. Brandon Lack on 8-Ball. That's sold for half price. Nick Bargeron wants the Garage Surf, but Fred Carnell asked about it first. Fred, let me know if you want it. If not, then it's going to be sold to Nick Bargeron. This is Otis Williams, another Otis Williams record. This is Otis Williams and His Charms. It is in G condition, but it is an original from 1958. Even in G condition, this was tagged $24.99, but now it's $12.50. $12.50. It's on the old Black King label. I bet it'll play okay. These old, like the Black King label stuff and like early Blue Notes, you know, they can be really rough, but still play all right. That's $12.50 on Otis Williams. The Surf record here, this is, Davy Allen, Old Neck and New Strings. That is sold to Nick Bargeron. That's sold to Nick Bargeron. Next in the crate is Melanie, The Good Book. Melanie is $5. $5 for Melanie. Babylon Pink Long Weekend. That is $7.50 from 1989. $7.50 on Babylon Pink. Les Paul and Mary Ford, The World is Still Waiting for the Sunrise. Les Paul and Mary Ford is half off for $10. Melanie, As I See It Now. Melanie is $5. Blue Murder at Home. Blue Murder is $7.50. DB something. Was it DB Night? DB Night. Night just did not look like night. But DB Night is half off for $15. It looks hilarious. It's great. $15 for DB Night. Phantom Canuck on Melanie. Phantom Canuck, I have two. I don't know which one you want or if you want both of them. There's The Good Book and As I See It Now. Let me know which one of those you want or if you want both. As I See It. Okay, As I See It Now. That is sold to Phantom Canuck and Good Book. All right, both. I guess Phantom Canuck wants both Melanie records. Those are both sold for $5 each. What Blue Murder? Tyler Uribe, Blue Murder. This is Blue Murder at Home. Blue Murder at Home. Looks like an import copy. Feels like an import copy. Let's take a look at the label. Blue Murder at Home. Holland. Yeah, it's a European import from Holland or the Netherlands. $7.50 on that. $7.50. Tyler Uribe, if you want that. Denise Oftedal is going to get the Otis Williams record. That is sold to Denise. Thank you, Denise. That is sold. Let's see. Brian Elkins, I did say Blue Murder, but let's see. Tyler Uribe asked about it first. He has dibs on it if he wants it. It is at half price. Is the Blue Murder with John Sykes. Let's see. From left to right. I don't see John Sykes' name on this one. I do not see John Sykes' name on here. Nope. I do not see that on here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Tyler Uribe, let me know if you want it or if you're gonna pass on it. Just let me know. Either way, what's the Pylon album? There's no Pylon record. I have not seen a Pylon record according to my chat stream. First, if you're looking at your Facebook chat, it's not going to represent what's on here, on like this feed right here on the right side of the screen. That's what Restream goes by, but Tyler did say he's going to pass anyway. So Brian Elkins, that is sold to you. That's sold to Brian Elkins. Also, if you're a first-time buyer, just send us a message real quick with your email address and your shipping address. Almost always on Facebook, if you're commenting on there, it'll show yours at the top where like it was first, but that's not the embedded stream. The embedded stream that we have to go by is the one here that's made by Restream. It combines all the comments from Facebook and YouTube, and it is, let's see. No John Sykes, I didn't realize. Yeah, I guess so. I didn't see John Sykes' name on there anywhere, but this one's from 1987. From 1987. Yeah, I don't see John Sykes' name on this one, but that is sold to you, Brian. Tell you lag. Yeah, it's your Facebook chat's not gonna always be 100% accurate as far as like the order of the comments goes. So you always have to check this stream or this feed right here where my finger's kind of going up and down. That feed, you know, the order of that is the order of like the feed that we kind of have to go by. It's, you know, the best way to do it. Let's see. If it's not John Sykes, you're not interested either. No problem. So if anyone wants this Blue Murder, it is still available. That is still available. Still available if anybody wants it. It's half off, $7.50. All right, let's get back into the crate. Firefall. Elan, E-L-A-N, I think is what that is. Firefall is $5, $5 on Firefall. $5 Fireball. Who wants Fireball? Miko. Encounters of Every Kind is $10. Miko, $10. Outlaws. Lady in Waiting. That's also $10. $10 on that. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? How much was the compilation at the beginning? Sorry, Robin, I just saw that comment. There's a compilation. Was there a compilation at the beginning? Like at the beginning of this crate? I don't think there's a comp in here anywhere. I mean, there's the best of Brian Auger. I guess that's technically a comp, but I'm assuming you mean like a various artist comp, but I don't see one in here. Robin Glenn, I'm not seeing a compilation in here. Let's see. Let's see. Babylon Pink, Amanda Darby. Babylon Pink. Babylon Pink. Where was Babylon Pink? Babylon Pink. There it is. Babylon Pink. That is sold to Amanda Darby. Thank you very much. That is sold. And then... No problem. No problem, Robin. Let's see. Jackie DeShannon to be free. Jackie DeShannon is half off for $7.50. $7.50. Pat Travers Band. Heat in the Street is $10. Pat Travers Band, $10. Rita Coolidge, anytime, anywhere. Rita Coolidge is $5. Asia is $10. Jack Wagner, Lighting Up the Night. Jack Wagner is half off for $7.50. Eric Clapton Was Here, $17.50. Yeah, $17.50 on Eric Clapton. $17.50. This is James Taylor. James Taylor, Dad Loves His Work. James Taylor is $10. $10 on that. Hoyt Axton Live. Hoyt Axton Live, $7.50. Brett Thieves, it's funny that you brought them up. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but I did find 2 Pylon records in the back the other day. They should be going up for auction at some point this upcoming week. I don't know when, but found a copy of Chomp and Gyrate, I think. I think those were the 2 Pylon records I found, but those will probably be going up for auction at some point this week. Let's see, Jack Wagner. Jack Wagner is sold to Robin Glenn, and Asia is going to be sold to Michael Peavler. Michael Peavler on Asia. That is sold to Michael Peavler. Thank you, Michael. That's sold to you. You get another crate. All right. Thank you for hanging out with me on a Sunday afternoon. Sunny afternoon. The Kinks almost came back. That didn't sound anything like Sunny Afternoon, but did my own little twist on it, I guess. Next in the crate is Mick Maloney and Eugene O'Donnell. Uncommon Bonds. It's $5. It's Celtic Folk. Celtic Folk from 1984. Yeah, they are great. I like Pylon a lot. Very good stuff. Very cool. But yeah, if anyone else is interested, those will be going up for auction. Let's see, this is Bill Medley. Someone is Standing Outside. Bill Medley is $7.50. That's from 1969. $7.50 on Bill Medley. Cruzado's After Dark. The Connery Collection Strikes Back. EX Condition, just $5. $5 on that. More Connery. Stevie Wonder, Intervisions, EX Condition, $9. $9 for Stevie Wonder. Angel, this one has some cover damage. Angel, Sinful, VG Condition, also $5. Just $5 for Angel. Just $5 for Angel. And then this is Gazpacho, When Earth Lets Go. Gazpacho, When Earth Lets Go, that's $10. It was $19.99, now it's $10 for Gazpacho. Then Youssou N'Dour, something like that. Nelson Mandela, Sealed, African import. Or I don't know, it just says that. I don't think it's an African import. I think it's U.S. Almost certainly, but it's $7.50. $7.50 on that. Ivan Rychek on Angel. Angel is sold to Ivan Rychek. Thank you, Ivan. That's sold to you. And then The Real Sounds. Wendy Zacco, The Real Sounds. That is sealed. That's also African. I guess it's just African music. $5 on that. $5 on that. Ryan Eaton on Bill Medley. Bill Medley is going to Ryan Eaton. Thank you, Ryan Eaton. That is sold to you. The Angel logo reads the same. Right side up and upside down. What? Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, what do you call that? There's a term for that. I can't remember. I did not know that it did that, though. Very cool. Let's see. Gazpacho is served cold. It reminds me of I Think You Should Leave. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the jacket. It's sold, though. Angel is sold, and I'm sure Ivan saw the condition of the jacket. Oh, this is cool. The Gods, Genesis. It's not Genesis like Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel, but this is a British psych group. Yeah, this originally came out in 1968. This is a Record Store Day exclusive from 2015, and it is on gray and blue splatter vinyl, limited to 2,500. $12.50, just $12.50. The originals of this go for quite a bit. It is on that, originally it was on that gold Parlophone label as well. Very cool. The Gods, $12.50. That's sold to Fred Carnell. That is sold. Let's see. Gods. And then Tyler Uribe, you were second on the Gods. Last record in the crate is Gardner Cole. Gardner Cole, A's. Sealed. It's a synth pop record from 1988, sealed for just $5. Gardner Cole, sealed, $5. $5. What's the original master recording to your left? Let's find out. Looks like there's a few in here. Got, Hall & Oates, Rockin' Soul Part 1. That's $44.99. It's a Dune soundtrack. Oh, Sisters of Mercy, First and Last and Always. That's $34.99. There's another one over here. Carole King Tapestry. Carole King Tapestry. Great album. $44.99. $44.99 on that. Looks like that's all the Mo-Fi stuff in there. If you're interested in any of those, let me know. Let's see. Is there Cruzados? Cruzados. Was it? Yeah, I think there was. Gregory Roberts, I'm pretty sure you're selective with the covers, though, right? Because I think that might have been one that got the Dick Connery treatment. I think it's only $5, but I'm pretty sure his name was on it somewhere. Where is that record? There it is. Yeah, Cruzados After Dark. It's got his little sticker up on the top there. His name is written there. And also there on the back. It's in EX condition. It is just $5. But, yeah, just let me know if you're interested in that. If you want like a filler copy, I guess, or, a placeholder, that would work. So Wasp, Scully Mac, I believe you probably did see Wasp. Where is it? Yeah, I think it's right here. $38.99, Wasp. Yeah, this is the 40th anniversary edition on marble vinyl. It's also a half-speed master. It's new and sealed for $38.99. Scully Mac, if you want that. New and sealed, $38.99. How much was Contours? Contours. Let's see, Contours. Contours. Where are you? Contours. Was there a Contours record in here? Yeah, there it is. Flashback. Contours. Flashback. $7.50. $7.50. $7.50. Robin Glenn, if you want that. Gabe Vise wants the Clapton. Clapton was right there. Clapton is sold to Gabe Vise for half off. Melissa Bailey on Stevie Wonder. I know it does have the Dick Connery tag on it, but it's $9. I mean, you can't really go wrong, and the vinyl's in EX condition. So $9. That's sold to Melissa Bailey. And Gazpacho is still available. That was back here somewhere, I believe. Or was it closer up front? No, it's right here. Gazpacho. Ivan Rychek. It's $10. Double LP Gazpacho, When Earth Lets Go. This was $10. $10 on that. And let's see. Did I miss anything else? AS, price and condition. Ivan Rychek's going to get the Gazpacho. That is sold to Ivan Rychek. And then AS, price and condition. Let's see, AS. What was AS? Oh yeah, and also Robin Glenn said sold. So the Contours is sold to Robin Glenn for half off. That is sold. And AS. Let's see, what was AS? I'm just going to read these titles real quick too, since we're going through it. Gardner Cole, The Real Sounds, Nelson Mandela, Nick Maloney and Eugene O'Donnell, Hoyt Axton live. Hoyt Axton's great. James Taylor, Rita Coolidge, Pat Travers Band, Jackie DeShannon, Outlaws, Miko, Firefall, Blue Murder at Home, DB Knight, Les Paul and Mary Ford, Brian Auger's Oblivion Express, Melvin Sparks, Barry Allen, Dexter Wansel, The Vellens, Best of Brian Auger, Willis Brothers, Super Grit, Johnny Van Zant, Utopia, that's Todd Rundgren's prog band, Al Stewart. Al Stewart does have the Dick Connery tags on it as well. No condition notes on the vinyl though, and it's $7.50. And it does have the song Roads to Moscow, which I mean, it's probably his best. It's one of his best. It's probably my favorite song of his. Phil Alvin with Sun Ra in the orchestra. That's still available. The Winter Brothers and Cruzados After Dark. Cruzados After Dark. Al Stewart, cool. Yeah, if you guys haven't listened to the song Roads to Moscow, it's an epic. That's an epic folk track for sure. Really good, interesting crate. Yeah, it's all over the place. There's some cool stuff. There's still some cool stuff left. I know it sucks that his name is like all over his records, but that whole collection was like, the vinyl on him is like pristine, really clean. He just obviously was pretty. He didn't want people taking his stuff. I guess. I wonder if someone took one of his records at some point in his life or something, and then he was like, "Yep, putting my name on every record I have from now on." Does anyone want a price on the rest of this crate? I could do that real quick. And then maybe that might be the end of the show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I'm going to pretend like there's like 25 because I think 3 of them have the Connery treatment. Let's do $100 for everything else in the crate. $100 even for everything in the crate. There's 28 records, I believe. I mean, that's less than $4 a record unless you do include those Connery ones. But I mean, what's left in there is a really wide variety. There's a wide variety of music there. But it's basically $4 a record. And yeah, $100 if anyone wants that bundle. $100 for the record bundle if anyone wants it. That'll clear the crate. I'll blow an air horn. And then, yeah, Brett Thies wants it. Cool. Brett's going to get the crate bundle. Let's do it. $100. That's a lot of music for $100. And there's definitely some interesting stuff in here. I mean, I would be interested in hearing, like, some of this African stuff here. There's some Celtic folk, some country singer-songwriter stuff, some rock, southern rock, yacht rock. There's some like new wave kind of stuff. I thought this looked kind of hilarious and maybe interesting. It might be great. It's probably terrible, but it could be great. You never know. Les Paul and Mary Ford, you can never go wrong with. Yeah, there's a good mix. A lot of obscure stuff in here too, but Brett Thies is going to do the crate deal here for $100. Sweet. Thank you, Brett. Brett Thies has cleared out this crate, and that's where I'm going to leave it for tonight unless there are any last minute requests for anything that I can maybe locate quickly, or I don't know, any questions, anything really personal, any really personal questions that anyone has. No. Let's see, can never be too safe, Chris. Yeah, you never know. What's showing in the blue crate? That's the Virgin Prunes. If I die, I die. I'm looking, where is the air horn? I found the headphones. What has Chad done with the air horn? Brett, I don't know if it's going to happen. Where is it? It's not in the usual spot. Oh no. Wait, hold on. We've got some backups over here. There's an emergency stash of air horns over here that I just located. All right. I hope this works. Hopefully the can doesn't explode in my hand. I hope I'm putting this on right. Let's see. Found it. I found a brand new air horn. Let me get my headphones on. This is going to be a fresh air horn, so hide your cats, hide your wives. I'm about to blow an air horn. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, everyone else, for helping clear that crate out. Here we go. I don't know why it was so high-pitched. Oh, no. I was not expecting that. Oh, yeah, I didn't shake it. That might be why. But, it's the little things, right? That kind of, yeah, that just cracked me up. Let's try it one more time. I'm going to shake it up. Let's try it. See if we get this thing primed. That was great. Hold on. Let me try it again. Let's try this one more time. That's a little bit better. All right. Brett, thank you. You got 2 air horns for the price of 1. And got Air Horn Jr., yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you. Oh, Dennis, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I'm at the end of the road for the night. But you know that we will be back tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that and the day after that. So thank you for hanging out with me on a Sunday afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow. And that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got.